On everyone, it's your boy Token, and we are back today with a brand new team and a brand new Showdown live for you all. So I hope you're excited. Definitely leave a like on the video if you do end up joining, as well as subscribe to the channel if you are new for more Pokemon related content, especially more competitive Pokemon related content. However though guys, yes, like I said, new team, new Showdown live. I'm excited for today's episode. So pretty much what we have today is obviously, like I said previously, we're going to do 3 episodes of our Showdown lives, and then we're going to move on to a new team. Here is our new team. It's going to go, the team is built around Blaziken, very much so a Pokemon I enjoyed using in VGC 15. Pretty much what happened at the latter end of VGC 15, a dynamic known as Chalk, Cresselia, Heatran, Amoonguss, Landorus, and Mega Kangaskhan. Those were pretty much the key pieces to the Chalk team, and it was running rampant everywhere. To the point where people wanted to counter build against that archetype. And one of the most popular Pokemon that were able to counter build against that team, or like counter that team, was Blaziken. Obviously Blaziken isn't the best counter because it's extremely frail. However though, it has a very awesome move pool that really can help it deal with those Pokemon. Overheat for Amoonguss, Superpower for Kang, and Hidden Power Ice for Landorus, and it does have the fighting secondary typing, so Sucker Punch from Kangaskhan will be resisted. However though, you do have a predictable Protect almost every turn 1 because of you needing that speed boost beast. So while speed boost is something that makes Blaziken good, it's also a hinder considering that it usually does have to go for that Protect and get that speed boost first to be able to outspeed the threats that it needs to outspeed. Anyways though, let's just hop right into explaining the team. So like I said, Blaziken is going to be at the forefront, rocking out with a Life Orb because you need that added damage to pick off a lot of Landorus, and and for your superpower to always KO even some bulky Kangaskhan. Obviously ability is going to be Speed Boost and moveset of Overheat, Superpower, Hidden Power Ice, and Protect. EV spread is going to be the typical VGC 15 EV spread of 68 in attack, 196 in special attack, and 244 in speed. That allows you to outspeed so many threats after the speed boost. Next is going to be Amoonguss. So pretty much what I was thinking with Amoonguss was Blaziken is extremely frail, and obviously Blaziken doesn't like Tapu Fini. Amoonguss doesn't mind Tapu Fini at all. Things like that. I was thinking of what Pokemon that Amoonguss could help Blaziken deal with. Cresselia, if I could Spore Cresselia, stuff like Pokemon like that. So I was thinking Amoonguss could be the ultimate support for Blaziken in the fact that it can Rage Powder or Spore some of those slower threats that can't really KO Amoonguss, but Amoonguss can put them to sleep. So I like the idea of Amoonguss and Blaziken a lot, especially obviously when considering how frail Blaziken is. Next, I didn't even go into its EV spread is going to be Assassination, so special attack, special defense up, speed down, want to be as slow as possible, especially with all these freaking Katakas running around. But yes, 240 in HP, 80 in defense, and 188 in special defense with that boosting nature of Sassy. So huge special defense stat, huge HP, trying to tank out hits. And we're going with a super citrus berry, the Ipapa berry, and obviously Regenerator as the ability. I guess some people do run Effect Spore, but I'm not interested in that at all. Next is going to be Zapdos, and Zapdos is a very Zapdos Lele were both added at the same time onto the team pretty much. I thought of them in conjunction. At this point, when I was looking at the team, I was thinking of the fact that we need a flying type Pokemon on this team to resist Earthquake, especially for Blaziken and stuff like that, especially if it's a more bulkier Landorus that isn't going to die to Hidden Power Ice. We want a EQ switch in. We also need something that's a little bit better at dealing with things like Celesteela. What else is weak to electric? Rain mode. We needed something that was a little bit better for dealing with some of these water types that Amoonguss isn't as adept at dealing with because of the partners that they usually have. It's like Ludicolo having Pelipper next to it, and those stab Hurricanes doing too much to Amoonguss. So we need a little better option for pretty much rain teams. and just for some key Pokemon that are weak to electric. So I thought of adding Zapdos to the team. Zapdos is just going to be one of the most prevalent Pokemon throughout the season because seeds, all the seeds make Zapdos really viable this season. And it's just with Thundurus coming off of its high horse due to the nerfs to T-Wave and Swagger because of Confusion nerf. Zapdos was just primed to take its place, and the seeds only make it that much better. But anyway, Zapdos is going to have Psychic Seal as an item, Pressure as the ability, and a moveset of Tailwind, Roost, Thunderbolt, and Hidden Power Ice. I like the added secondary of Hidden Power Ice again because Landorus is just a huge threat to this team in a few different ways. Most of our hardest hitters are weak to Landorus, such as Blaziken and Aegislash and Salamence. We'll get into those. But yeah, most of our hardest hitters are weak to Landorus. So we need ice type moves so that we can get rid of Landorus. Thunderbolt obviously for good stab, and for those water types, another electric weak Pokemon that we want to hit hard. And Tailwind and Roost for longevity. Tailwind gives us our form of speed control, so really nice to have that. Zapdos EV spread is going to be 244 in HP to bank on a very solid HP stat already. 136 in defense with a defensive boosting nature, so that Zapdos can really take those physical type attacks really well, especially the rock slides that just get spammed on Zapdos. And then 80 in special defense. When you couple that with the Psychic Seed, it becomes a very monster special defense stat. And then 48 in speed to outspeed just some Pokemon that don't, some below base 100 speed stat Pokemon that don't invest too much in speed. Next we are going to get into Tapu Lele, and Tapu Lele is going to be obviously the key towards running Psychic Seed with Zapdos, but obviously good in its own right. One thing I wasn't liking too much even with Zapdos, I guess it looks a lot better with Zapdos, but our Salamence matchup wasn't looking the absolute best. Blaziken will outspeed it after a Protect, but can't guarantee every single time that the Hidden Power Ice will get the KO, especially on some of these more bulkier Mega Salamences. So I liked a fast Moonblast. Sounded really nice to me. Fast Psychics, fast Dazzling Gleams, and the last move is Hidden Power Ground, just so I'm not completely walled by Heatran, and that I can more than likely 1v1 a Heatran if it comes down to it. But still kind of testing what works best there. I haven't actually went for Hidden Power Ground once. I haven't been in a scenario where it's necessary, but definitely nice to have just for the security in my head that I'm not walled by, or I don't lose the 1v1 to Heatran if I can lock myself in a Hidden Power Ground. But yeah, it's pretty much Lele, just our very fast attacker. So instead of having to go for Protect like Blaziken to be a fast hard hitter, Lele just has the item that allows it to be fast and hard hitting. It's rocking out with an EV spread of 4 in HP, 252 in special attack, 252 in speed with a timid nature. So just trying to be as fast and hit as hard as possible with Tapu Lele. Very standard, very just standard Choice Scarf Lele in general, just meant to support Landorus with the Zapdos with the Psychic Seed, and to try to hit some things decently hard before it leaves the field. Next, looking at my team, I did see that if Blaziken does go down, we do have a little bit of trouble with Pokemon like Metagross and other Pokemon we had trouble with. Crest right now looks like a huge nuisance for this team to deal with other than Sporamungus. So I was like, what else can we add to the team that'll mesh really well and help with the threats that we currently don't have a good answer for? And I thought Ghost MZ, Aegislash actually worked beautifully. So it is going to have the item of Ghost MZ, ability of Stance Change of course, and a move pool of Shadow Ball, Flash Cannon, Wide Guard, and King Shield. Actually, the biggest reason I added Aegislash onto this team was because of Wide Guard, to be honest. And that was because we can currently get spammed with EQ pretty decently. Like, I know there's the Zapdos, but EQ spam is still a huge thing that this team can struggle with. Snarl spam, considering I have practically what could appear to be 6 special attackers, as Salamence often has a special type move, even though it always runs double edge usually as well, but it still is looked at as a special attacker. And same thing with Blaziken, even though it does have superpower, it is looked at as usually a special attacker that's running Overheat and Hidden Power Ice. So Snarl spam could also get really annoying. and then EQ spam, snarl spam, rock slide spam, and yeah, those are the main ones. So wide guard seemed like a really nice addition to this team. And I don't really like I don't think we have the best answer right now to Charizard Y and Blacephalon. Choice Scarf Blacephalon next to each other, other than wide guard as well. So also wanted to keep that for that. So yeah, Aegislash offers a bunch of support with wide guard to this team, and then obviously brings a very solid typing to the team, and still goes with Shadow Ball, Flash Cannon. Shadow Ball and Flash Cannon as stabs, really nice stabs to have added onto the team. Very simple EV spread of just 252 and HP, 252 and special attack. The rest dumped in special defense, so left over 4, and Quiet Nature to boost special attack and to lower speed. We're going to be very slow Aegislash, so we're going into our stance chains. When stance change is activated and we go into blade form, we go into it after our opponents, hopefully. And then last but not least, I wanted the team to have Intimidate, and I still wasn't feeling the absolute best about Landorus as well, so I wanted another Pokemon that could kind of come in on EQ spam and kind of deal with that. So we ended up with Mega Salamence. I'm not 100% set on this Pokemon on the team. It's been meshing pretty well, not amazingly well, but pretty well. And I did really want Intimidate. I know that obviously you lose Intimidate when you Mega Evolve, but Salamence is still it's just a really good Pokemon as well. Without Mega Salamence, we struggled very heavily with Volcarona, so that was a huge thing that kind of helped lead me towards Salamence. Was the Volcarona matchup looks awful without it. I also, once again, obviously Intimidate. Very decent typing as well to bring onto the team. As Dragon Flying has a few things that it resists, which is really nice, like grass and water. So coming in on a water type attack if we have to. So things like that. We are going to have a move pool on Mega Salamence of Hyper Voice, Double Edge, Bulldoze, and Protect. I'm still testing Bulldoze. I haven't went for it a bunch, but I really didn't see myself using the my other options on Salamence that much. I guess I could have looked at something like Fire Blast, I guess maybe a little bit more, or looked at something like I guess I could have went maybe even Dragon Dance, maybe get a boosted Double Edge, or Roost. Roost was the main alternative I'm looking at right now with Salamence, considering that Double Edge does start to chunk Salamance's health a little bit, so being able to go for a Roost and getting rid of the flying typing for a turn, so that Ice isn't 4 times effective, rather only 2 times effective, can be decently nice. But I liked a maybe surprise way of speed controlling my opponent a little bit more, as I do think a little bit of being a little bit unpredictable with some of these move sets would be really nice to help give this team an added edge. The EV spread is going to be 108 in attack, 148 in special attack, and 252 in speed, with an IV nature to be as fast as possible with Mega Salamence, especially against the mirror match. But yeah, it's pretty much the team, guys. Like I said, Blaziken and Moongus to support each other, support a Feromon, Furrow hard-hitting Mon really well, Zapdos, Lele to add some added support, some very nice special bulk, and a fast hard-hitting fairy type, and then Aegislash for what we can't cover, and Salamence for what we can't cover, as well as Intimidate. So I hope you guys like the team. I'm excited to just hop onto the ladder and start testing with it, so that's exactly what we're going to do right now. So let's give that a go. Let's give it a go. Very curious of what opponents we can possibly get with this team. No, I do not want to link my phone to the PC. Okay. Alright, so we finally find the game. That took a little longer than I would have liked. Alright, so our opponent's going to have a pretty interesting team of Tapu Koko, what I assume to be Mega Scizor, because I don't see another Mega. Greninja, Ferrothorn, Landorus, and Blacephalon. So Blacephalon's one of the main Pokemon I don't really want to face with this team, considering that Aegislash would be a really solid answer if it wasn't weak to its secondary type in a fire so badly, or its primary type in a fire. I think it's Fire Ghost. Yeah, it's primary type in a fire. So that makes it a little annoying to deal with. However, though, Blaziken looks really, really good in this matchup. Everything but Tapu Koko kind of gets bopped by Blaziken, so I'm liking Blaziken a lot, and we can always Rage Powder against Tapu Koko. We will have to watch out for our Life Orb Dazzling Gleams, though. That's going to do a good amount of damage to Blaziken, considering that it is neutral because of its fighting typing. So what do I actually want to lead with? I kind of think Zapdos. Yeah, Zapdos Lele looks like a pretty good lead. I definitely want to bring Blaziken. I just don't know if I want to bring a Amoonguss next. So considering there's a Ferrothorn, a Blacephalon, I think I still have to bring a Amoonguss on the side, just because it looks good against literally everything else. Would I regret not bringing Salamence? No, because Salamence isn't like crazy in this matchup. Yeah, we'll go with Amoonguss. So yeah, that's what we'll go with. Hopefully that's a decent duo. Alright, so we're gonna see Greninja and yeah, we're gonna see Greninja and Landorus together. Right here, I think I just go for a Hidden Power Ice into the Landorus and a Moonblast into the Greninja. So alright, the crit didn't matter. That was going to take out Greninja if it wasn't Sash either way. We're going to see a Rock Slide. Hopefully it doesn't flinch our Zapdos. That'd be worst case scenario. And it does flinch Zapdos, so very unfortunate flinch there. And now Blacephalon gets in really nicely for free. So we're really not in a good spot anymore because of that. Really unfortunate, because now we're also locked into, to Moonblast, which Blacephalon obviously resists because of its fire typing. So yeah, that flinch is really costly. So I'm going to go for the Moonblast on Landorus. I can't really switch out because of Blacephalon being on the field. It's going to go for its Z-move, probably in the Zapdos. Okay, actually into Lele. I don't technically agree with that because a Rock Slide's not going to take us out with Landorus. So as long as we don't get flinched again, we should be able to go for a Tailwind. Yes. Perfect. Alright, so we're able to get the Tailwind off. Now Blacephalon's a huge issue though, still, because now it has the speed boost, and I can't protect Zapdos. And with that speed boost, it's going to be doing so much damage. I think what I do here is just I have to attack into the Blacephalon, I feel. I think I should have brought Salamence just because of how I wasn't really considering the Blacephalon getting the speed boost. I wasn't considering that enough. I'm not sure Roost would be worth my time. I really don't. I think it'd still take us out. Yeah, so I think I have to go for that play. So I'm going to take out Landorus with a Hidden Power Ice from Blaziken, and then pray that we don't get taken out by whatever Blacephalon goes for. As it does go for Heat Wave, and it will miss Blaziken, so that's not too bad. However, though, I can't really damage Blacephalon too much with my with the two Pokemon I have left. Ooh, my opponent's last is going to be Ferrothorn. That's actually a terrible last Pokemon for us. Because literally Amoonguss doesn't do anything for us against Ferrothorn. It's literally dead weight. It's already dead weight against Blacephalon. Yeah, I just have to overheat Blacephalon and hope for the best. I guess I don't really gain or lose anything from protecting Amoonguss, so I guess I just hope that. Does that hit? It hits. Oh, and it takes it out. Okay. Okay, we haven't lost. We haven't lost. Not bad. Sludge Bomb doesn't do anything. I was going for it into Blacephalon. And we will see the Leech Seed into Blaziken now. Now the $1 million question is, let me go over to Showdown Calcs. Let's go Blaziken. Default set. Should be the really nice mixed one. We have low kick, no superpower, but we only got 68 in attack. Let me go to my team builder. I'm forgetting my set. 68 in attack, 196 in special attack, 196. Alright, and can we add overheat on here? Overheat. Oh god, what is that? Overheat. Okay, how much time do I have left? How much time? Ugh. Oh, I have 5 seconds. Oh, no, 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 no. Did it just go for... Oh, it just went for overheat. Did it kill? Oh my god, Ferrothorn lives on like no health. No. Oh my god. I think it all lies on if my opponent gets a double protect or not. Because I think I can definitely live. Yeah, it looks like my opponent left. Yeah, Superpower's gonna knock out. He didn't protect. Yeah, I think we still had that one. But I'm still curious. What would have done more just to make sure on the damage on that on Ferrothorn? And let's put... So let Ferrothorn go down. We go down as well due to Iron Barbs. Alright, not too bad. Not too bad. Let's go back to the team builder. And let's look at Naive Nature. Let's go Ferrothorn. Default Ferrothorn. Show that we're -2. Yep. Item. We're missing a life orb. And sorry guys if I do sound pretty sick, but I am pretty sick. Unfortunately, I just like caught a cold over the weekend. I think it was because I was hanging out with friends around a bonfire and the smoke was going directly into my nostrils and face, and it was already cold air. I just think that mixture of cold air and the bonfire smoke just going directly in my face just really got to me. Yeah, it does look like overheat was the... It looks a little bit more risky considering that overheat can miss, but it looks like it was the better move to go for in that scenario. It looks like my opponent they probably did not have, they had a more special defensive Ferrothorn, it looks like, because even at -2, overheat is supposed to kill. But yeah, it's interesting. 81.3% chance with superpower. Good to know. Definitely good to know. We will have that situation probably arise more often, especially if I use this team more than after just Showdown. But alright, let's hop into another game. Let's get at least one more game. And then we can call it quits, probably. Yeah, because we're getting up there in time on the episode. So alright, we're going to get another opponent. They're going to be rocking out with a team of Tapu Koko, what I assume to be Charizard Y, Como, Landorus, Therian, Kartana, and Golduck. What in the world is that Golduck doing on this team? It looks like that Golduck is probably Cloud 9 just to oppose other weathers. That's still a very weird bring in my opinion. Anyways, looking at my opponent's team, I like Zapdos a lot. I like Zapdos a lot in this one. I like Salamence a lot in this one. Yeah, I think I have to go those two. Who did I bring as the last though? That is a tricky question. Who do I want to bring as the last slot though? Yeah, I think I lead Zapdos, Lele again, bring Salamence definitely in the back, and then now it's just like, who else do I want to bring? Charizard Y makes me, and Landorus make me afraid to bring Aegislash. I think I'd definitely bring a Mungus just to detour Como if it gets the boost, and Tapu Koko. Yeah, I'll do that. Alright, so we are going to see the Charizard and Tapu Koko be led. I did just reveal that my Tapu Lele is scarfed by its terrain setting up first, so definitely something my opponent probably took notice of. Here though, I'm just going to go for... I'm assuming that the Charizard may protect. Even if it doesn't, I'm going to go for Tailwind and go for a Moonblast into Tapu Koko. As long as Tapu Koko isn't Electrium Z, this shouldn't be too bad. Oh, we get the special defense drop. That's beautiful. Looks like Charizard didn't even Mega Evolve, which is really weird. We're both going to set up Tailwind, which is fine by me. How's that Charizard faster than my Zapdos? I don't know. Anyways, we're going to go for a Moonblast now. I could possibly switch in Salamence, predicting a switch out, maybe even into Kartana. Doesn't look like Tapu Koko is going to switch out. Probably just stays in and protects. Sure does. And then we'll probably get hit with a Heat Wave here. I didn't really feel any need to go for that on. Yeah, we'll get hit with a Flamethrower. But we will take out Charizard at least. Yeah, we'll take out Charizard. I don't really get the point in not Mega Evolving there. I didn't have any weather to stop my opponent's weather. I didn't see the point in that, but to each their own. Here my opponent's probably gonna Rock Slide. Rock Slide and probably try to go for damage into and go for a Thunderbolt into my Zapdos slot. I think I'm just gonna double attack though. Yeah, as we do see the Volt Switch, so I should have just went for, definitely should have just went for Rage Powder. So an unfortunate play on my end. And we are going to see the Como come in. If we don't get flinched, we should be okay though. Actually, that doesn't do much damage, unfortunately. And the Mungus is going to get flinched, so that's still unfortunate. Here though, we can Roost. And yeah, we can Roost. And we can... Do I want to switch into Salamence? I think I kind of do. Yeah, what do I do here? Because the Sludge Bomb isn't going to do much damage. What do I do here? Can't let Electric Terrain just get up for free. I mean, I can't Spore because of Electric Terrain. Yeah, this is a very tricky turn. I want to bring in Salamence for the double Intimidate, but I'm not particularly sure. I think I'm just going to stay in with a Mungus and Sludge Bomb. Rock Slide shouldn't kill Zapdos. We should be able to get a Tailwind off. Nope. Como is faster and goes first. So yeah, that's a huge... that really sucks. It's gonna go for its Z move, definitely knocking out Zapdos. It's gonna bring a Mungus down to where it has to use its berry. So yeah, so I think we lost this one, unfortunately. Didn't really have an answer for the position we were in. So I can either Double Edge or Hyper Voice. I feel like I have to Double Edge Como though. Yeah, I have to Double Edge Como on Rage Powder. So I'm gonna Rage Powder. Opponent's gonna go for... Ooh, Clanging Scales actually attacks both of us. So yeah, it's definitely going to be game. So definitely a good one for my opponent. I wasn't even thinking about Clanging Scales. So yeah, that's going to be the end of our showcase of the team in today's episode. I definitely hope you guys still enjoyed. Unfortunate Como putting in a little bit of work on us in that final spot. And I definitely thought Como might be an issue, especially because how much my opponent was over-prioritizing getting rid of Lele as well. So trying to think of how we could have dealt with that a little bit better, honestly, though. Not particularly sure. Zapdos not being able to protect kind of just put us in a tight spot. Honestly, if we wouldn't have got flinched with our Zapdos when I initially tried to go for Tailwind, we would have been in an okay position. Because then Como wouldn't... yeah, we would have been in an okay position because we would have still had Tailwind up initially, rather than going for the Hidden Power Ice on Lando. When we went for the Hidden Power Ice, we would already had Tailwind up. So when Salamence came in, I think we would have still had one more turn of Tailwind. You just got to deal with Landorus Rock Slide flinches though. Either way though, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys supporting the VGC Showdown lives. It means a lot, especially if you go a little bit further by dropping a like. It means so much. It really shows me that you are enjoying the content. Either way though, I appreciate you guys just viewing, and I can't wait to bring out, push out more of these videos with you guys and just get more underway and more entrenched into a brand new VGC format in VGC18. For now though guys, I'm going to get the heck out of here. This is Token, signing out. Peace.